Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some more Christmas themed, beginner friendly nail art. We're going to start off making an ornament nail. You're going to start by making a circle. I placed it in the middle of the nail and I just used the brush that it came with. You can use a dotting tool. I'm going to use a dotting tool to sort of spread out that polish and create a nice round even circle. I'm using a really small dotting tool to make my circle nice and round, and also as you can see I'm spreading that gel polish around, and I'm taking a skinny nail art brush going in if there are any imperfections or any areas that's uneven. I'm just fixing that up. After that, you're going to cure your nail and then come back with a liner brush or whatever skinny nail art brush you have to make a line from the top of that circle to the top of your nail. I'm going to place this line in the middle. Then you can go ahead and cure the line, go back in with your liner brush and create a teardrop shape. So it's sort of like an upside down teardrop shape where it's pointy at the bottom and round and wider at the top. So we are making a bow. I made one loop of my bow and then I'm going to make a curved line for the ribbon part. After you're done making your bow, you can go ahead and cure it and you are done making your ornament. You can apply your top coat or you can continue and add other things to your nail. I'm adding some dots using my dotting tool. Just dipped it in some white gel polish and randomly put some dots throughout the nail to look like snow. And I'm also going to add some sparkles. An easy way to make a sparkle is by making a dot. I just used my dotting tool, dipped it in white gel polish, made a dot. Don't cure it. Take a skinny nail art brush starting in the middle of your dot. You're going to bring out that polish to make a line. So I made a line going up, a line going down, and then you're going to make a line on both sides of that dot and you have your sparkle. So I made a couple of sparkles and then I cured it in my lamp, applied a glossy top coat, and there goes my ornament design. So the next nail is going to be a ridiculously easy reindeer nail. I made another easy Christmas nail art video and I did do a reindeer design that was fairly simple. This one's going to be even easier than that one. So I have my nail, I already have my base color. Gonna take my dotting tool, dip it in black gel polish, and make two circles for the eyes. You want to place this in the center of your nail. Then you're going to take your dotting tool, dip it in red gel polish, and make a bigger circle for the nose. After you have done that, you can go ahead and cure it. I'm going to take a skinny nail art brush, dip it in black gel polish, and make a curved line going up, and then make two curved lines on the sides of that one curved line for the antlers, and that's it. There goes your reindeer. Apply your top coat, you're good to go. The next nail is going to be a Santa hat. I already have my base color down, and FYI, I use this base color for all of the nails in this video, and I'm also only using like 2 or 3 more extra colors for all of the nails I do in this video. So I'm taking that red and I'm polishing the top of the nail. Don't bring this part too far down onto the nail. Be cautious of how long your nail is because we do have to add other parts of his hat. So you're going to take a liner brush, make a curved line from that red going down. You don't have to bring it down to the tip of the nail. Again, leave a little bit of room because we need to make the puff that's at the end of his hat. So we need some space. And this is the shape you're going to have. You can apply a second coat if you need to. I actually needed to apply another layer of that red color and then cure it because we're going to move on to the next part. Now you're going to take some black gel polish and line the curved part of his hat only. You do not need to line anything else. You can bring that line a little bit up. As you can see, I brought it up past that red line, and you don't have to make it into a point at the tip of his hat because we're going to add the little white puff. So I did cure that black part, and now I'm going in with some white gel polish using my dotting tool, and I'm making a little fluffy tip for his hat. I'm also using that same dotting tool to make the trim of his hat. So for the trim, if you want to just make a rectangle shape going right across it, you can, or you can make it curved like I'm doing here. And how you do that is just take your dotting tool and make some circles. So I had enough space to fit like 3 circles there. And then I'm gonna go in with a liner brush and just touch things up, cure that, apply a top coat, and there goes your Santa hat. This next nail, we're going to be making a really easy gift wrap design. So you're going to make a diagonal line towards the corner of the nail, the top corner, then make another diagonal line sort of like in the middle of the nail. You're going to make 3 lines actually in the middle of the nail. Make them fairly close together, and you want to make them on the thinner side. For this design, I do recommend you use like a glitter or a shimmer, or even better, a metallic polish. Just think of gift wrapping. Sometimes gift wrapping paper has like metallic lines on it, and it just adds a little something extra. So I do recommend that, but you can use whatever you have. So this is what you will have: 3 lines in the middle and 2 lines towards the corners of the nails. So before you start the other lines, you want to make sure those lines you just made are fully cured. I'm making 2 lines going in the opposite direction, and I'm making these more towards the top of the nail, almost middle of the nail, and then I'm making 2 more lines closer to the corner of the nail. After that, you can cure your nail, apply a top coat, and that's it. That one was so simple, and look how pretty. Nice gift wrapping design nail. For the next nail, we're going to be doing a plaid design. I do recommend you use 3 colors for this. One of the colors being white, another color you can use any color, but if it's shimmery, glittery, or like metallic, that will make the nail look better. And then a third color that can be any color you want. I'm using red, so I'm making 2 lines. Actually, I'm going to make 3 lines, but it depends on how long your nail is. You will make 2 lines. So you're going to make 1 line going from the top of the nail to the tip of the nail, and you want that line to be more towards the side of the nail, not the center. And then make a line going across that line towards more closer to the top of the nail, basically. And then if you have enough space, you can make one towards the bottom of the nail like I did here. So you should have this either 1 or 2, either 2 or 3 lines. After you have cured those lines, you're going to take your white gel polish and make a line going from the top of the nail to the tip of the nail right next to that red line. Do leave a little bit of space, and when you're doing these lines, don't make them look too thick. Now I'm going to do one underneath that red line going across the nail, and then I'm going to cure that. So for the last lines, we're going to be using that glitter shimmery metallic color. It's just going to add a little something extra in my opinion. So I'm going to use this gold just to make the lines, and I'm going to make a line going from the top to the tip of the nail on the opposite side of those red and white lines. And then I'm making one right at the tip of my nail going across. So I did use that gold, I cured it, but then I went back over it with a more shimmery gold, and this is how it looks. I applied my top coat, and that is your plaid nail. The next design we're doing is a stocking. So you're going to make 2 dots, and one is going to be lower than the other, and you're going to make them so they are like diagonal. You can use a brush or a dotting tool for this. Now the dot that is lower, that is going to be the toe part of the stocking, and the other dot is going to be the heel. Then we're going to make a line above the top dot, You want to leave a good amount of space, and keep in mind that is where the top of your stocking is going to be. Now we're going to connect those two dots. When you connect it, you want to make the line a little bit curved, and then connect that dot to the top line you created, and again make that line a little bit curved. So now you can kind of see the shape of a stocking forming. So then you're going to make a line going down, then from that bottom dot make a rounded line going up, and then you're going to fill everything in. Once it's completely filled in, you can check it out and see if maybe you want to touch up anything. So those curved lines, I end up making just a little less curved. I think I made the bottom part of the stocking a little bit too arched. So I'm just going in and making that line a little bit less curved. I also make the front of the stocking a little bit more wider and rounder. After I'm done filling in, touching up the stocking, I'm going to cure it in my lamp, and we're going to move on to the next part of the design. We are going to make the fur part of the stocking, so I'm taking my dotting tool, dipping it in white gel polish, and I'm making little circles that connect. You can make this part as thick or thin as you want. Also, again, you don't have to make the fur to look like this. If you want to just make a rectangle shape going across, if that's easier, you can do that as well. So you can go ahead and cure that. Anything else I do after this is optional. So I'm going to line my stocking with a black gel polish. You can decorate yours however you want. If you want to add like some snowflakes, some glitter, whatever you want to add to it to spice it up some, you can, or you can just leave it as is. If you want to decorate the rest of the nail, you can do that as well. I'm going to also add some stitching inside of the stocking. I'm also lining the little fur part. Then I'm going to cure it, apply my top coat, and look at my cute little stocking. For the next nail, we're going to be making some presents. So we're going to start out making a square shape and filling that square shape in, and then you're going to cure it. So this is what we should have, just a square shape. And next I'm going to add a line right in the center of that present. I'm going to be using white, and also a line on top of the present. The line that's on top, I'm going to make it thicker than the line that I made going down the center. Next, we're going to be making the bow at the top of the present. So you're going to make two curved lines right in the center, and then connect those curved lines so that you have two little oval shapes for your bow. You can make some curved lines going down for the ribbon. You can also decorate your present. That's what I'm going to do. I'm using my dotting tool to create a polka dot design on the present. And that is our first present. If you want to stop here, you can. If you want to add some more, just keep in mind how big your nail is. I actually made my present a little bit more bigger than I wanted to, but I'm going to make two more little presents on the side of it. So for my next present, I'm going to be using a gold glitter color. I'm making a square shape. You can make your presents rectangle if you want. I'm just going with a square shape. I'm making this one about half of the height of the first present I made, because I am going to add another present on top of it. So after the gold part is cured, I'm going in with some white gel polish and making a line right across the top of it. I'm also making a line going right down the center, and then I'm going to cure the nail. So this is what we have so far. And like I said, I'm going to add another present on top of the smaller one. So I'm going to take this red gel polish and make a square shape right on top of that smaller present. Before I put it in my lamp to cure, I'm going to add some white diagonal lines onto the gold present because I want to add a little decoration on it. After I put my nail in a lamp to cure, I'm going to add a little bow on top of the red present. So I do want to decorate the little present. I'm just going to add some simple white stripes, and then I'm going to put that in my lamp to cure. After you're done with all of the decor, you can go ahead and apply your top coat, and there goes our little presents. So the next nail is going to be our final nail, and we're going to be making some candy canes that are crossed. So start off by making 2 white lines in the shape of an X. For the curved part of the candy cane, you can make 2 dots, one on each side of the top line, and then you're going to connect those dots to the line. When you connect it, you want to make sure the lines curve the same way that a candy cane does. And you should have your 2 candy cane shapes. I'm just going in and cleaning up any lines that I need to before I cure it, because after we cure, we're going to add the red stripes. When it comes to the candy cane lines, you can make them going straight across the candy cane, or you can make them at a slant like I'm doing here. And you can make the lines as thick or thin as you want. And those are your 2 crossed candy canes. After that, you can add any other design you want to. I'm adding some little dots to mimic snow. I also outline my candy canes with red polish because my base color was really light and I felt like it was kind of blending in with the white in the candy cane. So I wanted to kind of add a contrast between the candy canes and the background, and I just felt like the red outline did help it some more, as it did make the candy cane stand out a little bit more against this light background. And that is all for today's video. I hope you guys found this helpful. We did 8 super easy Christmas designs. Let me know if you try any out. Feel free to tag me on social media. Also, my DMs are always open. If you guys want feedback on any art you try, let me know. I will see you in the next video. Bye.